Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're back here on MotoGP 25, but this time I'm doing some online lobbies. So the clips you're about to see are actually an excerpt from a live stream that I did last night, so that's something I'm going to start trying to do. I think I'm going to stream some online lobbies and then perhaps make a couple of videos out of the clips from that one. So let me know, guys, if you do enjoy this format, but without any further ado, I'm going to pass over to my former self and get into the clips. Oh, I'm on pole as well. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a it's going to be a bit of a baptism of fire, shall we say. Okay, let's see what we can do then. For some reason we've got an FPS counter at the top left, not sure what that's all about, but waiting for the lights to go out here at Assen. There's someone jumped the start there, their name's moving on the time screen. Lights out, away we go, and we have been jumped off the line. Well, I suppose they've just got a better start than me, they let the clutch out quicker. Who is that? Who is that? It's just gone the grass from the outside. Well, it hasn't really worked out for them. Actually, you know what? He is leading at the moment, and he's taken me out. Yeah, online really never changes. It doesn't matter. You can have a year out or whatever. You can come back, and the riding standards are just as poor as always, which is fantastic. Absolutely love to see it. So it's been a crash at the Strubben, so that's going to put us back up into P3. Actually, no, because he's going to rejoin really quickly. But there we go, back up into P3. So that pole position really didn't last long, did it? We lost it before we even really got off the line, and then there was the contact with the guy that just come from miles off the track, and I've got on the curb, and somehow I've stayed on, and we're going to get away up into second place. So far, absolutely bumbled my way through this. Still trying to kind of get my head around the MotoGP physics, because I actually haven't played that much on the MotoGP bikes, especially not competitively anyway. See, everything's just kind of been against AI just for videos so far. Hoping to get a bit more into it though in the next few days. We've got the weekend and stuff now, so I'll have a bit more time to play. We've got dive bombed through the Mandavine. We've made our way back through it. He's up the inside through the Duca Salute. He's hit into me, and somehow we've both still on the bike. He's got a really bad run because of it though, but I'm not going to tip it through the. I'm going to try and pronounce that corner name. It's under investigation. Well, I hope it's not me that gets the penalty for that, because it definitely was not my fault. Let's go to the penultimate turn, absolutely crawling through there. You can see how much more speed he took. Yellow flag ahead though. That is the race leader down. You're joking me. I got a warning for that. He hit me. He hit me and I got a warning. And he just cut the chicane as well. So we've got the run on him then. So we start the second lap here. Are we going to go up the inside of turn one? No, we're not. I thought about it, but I just thought we were going to cause a big crash. And I've ran massively wide. He's run massively wide as well. So I'm glad I kind of backed out of it, because if I'd actually sent it on him, I'd have looked really stupid. I'd have ran so wide. I've just gone the inside there. About that wasn't a warning though. So that wasn't the track limits warning when I was on the grass. Yet some guy hits me and I get a get a warning. Yeah, great penalty system. Haven't actually really played much online with this penalty system, because I didn't do a lot of online gameplay in MotoGP 24. I did a bit of live GP. That was about the most I actually did, to be fair. I pretty much did all my online playing like the first 2 weeks and then just didn't touch it again. Because I had really bad internet basically for most of last year. It's a long story. But anyway, I feel like we could get our first win here in our first ever GP25 online race, because I feel like I'm a bit quicker than this guy. Although I've just made a big mistake through DeBolt. And where's he going? Well, speaking of big mistakes, down he goes. And we found our way up into the lead, but we've not got much of a gap behind, only 1.2 seconds. So we've got to keep it clean. Oh no, actually the gap's going up now, so I think it hadn't updated from that guy crashing. Look behind, we've got a pretty decent gap. So I just need to keep it nice and steady. And as I say that, I go... And as I said, I need to keep it nice and steady. I immediately crash. Well, somebody else has rather kind of crashing there, and we've rejoined a second place, but we're not too far behind the leader, so we could still win here. Right, let's give it everything I've got. And okay, that was a track limits warning. That seems fair, but we've got 3 to play with on this last lap, so bear that in mind. So brake on the outside curb, not the best thing to do. He's gone massively wide through turn 1 again, though. We're going to have the run on him. Giving me flashbacks to lap 1, we got turned in on by the Ducati that went all the way from off track. He's tried to brake on the outside the curb there, gone massively wide. Up the inside we go, up into the lead. Yeah, he's tried to get the cut back there, but to be fair, he actually shut the throttle, which most online players do not do. I thought he was just going to completely ride through me, but I got the inside of him. He actually shut the throttle, so fair play to this guy. He is somewhat clean. He's a bit all over the place, but does look like a clean racer so far, which is always good to see. Oh, don't crash, come on. I almost bottled it then. Got a 1 second lead, so again, just keep it clean now, and this time, don't just immediately crash after you've said that, like you did on the previous lap. Here we go then, into the Gert Timber chicane. This guy could absolutely cut the chicane and beat me here, because I'm going pretty conservative. We go through the chicane, up towards the line then, And we are going to have a 100% win record here on online. One race, one win. Am I on pole again? Why do I keep getting on pole position? You know what? I'll take it. I won't complain. I mean, I converted a pole to a win in the last race. I feel like that's not going to happen this time. We've got a lot more people to contend with. Here we go then. Lights are on. Waiting for them to get here for this Qatar GP online. Wait for quite a while for them to go out. Lights out and away we go. We've got a lot of console players behind us, so be interested to see how it goes against them. We've actually got the whole shot though this time, seemingly. Someone has jumped the start further behind because they've got a long lap. We've just been punted into turn 1. So again, online never changes. Things happen as always. Tell you what, I'll get a warning for that because I got a warning in the last race when someone hit me. Why is this guy turned in on me? Mir turned in on me on the outside. Then we kind of squeezed Jack Miller on the inside. The yellow flag behind. And to be fair, Mir actually has got past me this time. Miller going really so I got to brake nice and early to not hit him because I just kind of boxed it a little bit there. We've got through the first sector. We've made our way through and we are still in the top 3. So pretty much exactly where you want to be at this point in the race. You don't want to really drop to the back. I mean, if I could just not crash, that probably guarantees us a pretty good shot, a good result. Needs to ride up the device out of here. Feel like Lucas is going to be quite fast, so we'll try go up the inside. I tried to go up the inside of Josh there. I'll start using the actual sort of gamer tags, I guess, rather than the riders in front of us. You see a bit of a mistake there from the race leader, so can we try and capitalise? And oh, an even bigger mistake from there. He goes down. We've run massively wide. I'll tell you what, it's going to allow the guys behind to catch up a little bit more. Thought they were actually going to get the inside of me there, but gaps seem a little bit weird. Like, you keep getting a gap to someone that's on the floor, which isn't very helpful, because it says they're like about half a tenth behind you, but you're just riding past a crashed bike, but you're trying to figure out where everybody else actually is. We've got one hell of a run here. This KTM, it has got the legs in the slipstream of the Yamaha. Down towards turn 1, absolutely revving out the gearbox. Into turn 1 we go, up the inside. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I've gone wide. Okay, I've gone to the car park. And we're rejoining back in second place there. We got some serious overspeed. Then I tried to brake deeper than the guy. And yeah, pretty much the result you would expect. And now a stupid wheelie crash. Lovely stuff. Let's try and rejoin the truck safely. Looks like we're going to be dropping down into 5th place. So top 5 still the cards, but yeah, I think the race wins out the picture because P1 seemed pretty quick, to be fair. Well, the soft tyres actually overheating a little bit here, which is a surprise because in MotoGP 24 they were very good in the night time in Qatar, where you couldn't use anything else because they were just too cold. Definitely for this track, it looks like you probably need a setup on this game because you really do hit the limiter. You're definitely going to be losing a couple of tenths from that, I would say. I don't think we're going to make any further forward progress unless there is a crash on these guys. I seem to be pretty handily beat. So at race 2, my 100% record is gone already. And here we go then, through the final corner. It's going to be another top 5, but a much worse race. And actually, you know, it might not even be a top 5 here. Lucas might get us on the runs to the line. We go to the inside to try and break the slipstream. Someone's down there. Oh, but it is after the line. I did forget that the line has moved to Qatar. So there you go then. P5 in that one. Not on pole position this time, 2nd place. So we'll have to see what we can do from 2nd. But Thailand, yeah, it's going to be a bit dodgy, I reckon. I think it could be a little bit dodgy. But here we go then, lights out and away we go. Actually, we got a pretty good jump this time. The guy that's rapid in Qatar is on the outside, so we go to turn 1. Oh, a bit of contact. Well, I mean, yeah, all right, I cut the corner, but where else was I supposed to go? I was level with him in the braking zones. He just turned it on me. So there we go then. We've cut the corner, taken the lead. The strategy, maybe the Yamaha should employ that in real life, although, to be fair, they're getting to a point where they're somewhat competitive now, so they don't really need to do it. But yeah, you could argue that, well, that was a bit strange, and yeah, okay, to be fair, I did just kind of cut him up, and then I cut the corner as well. I didn't expect it to turn in that much. It was a bit strange. I think turn 3 at Thailand was always one of those corners where the bike didn't turn, and it seems like because that's better this year. Oh, typical. We've got the Chang lines have come out already. It's like turn 4. We've had a massive crash for the guy on the Honda there. Bless him. But the guy on the Aprilia, not only has he turned in on me this race, he's also taken the car park line through turn 4, which, as we know, is quicker from many, many years of playing Chang here. We'll tell you what, this guy's checked out already. Like, to be fair, he went off track through one corner. He probably didn't gain that much from it. The rest of it, he has absolutely trounced me, so there is a little bit there. I mean, I saw how quick he was in Qatar, so I'm not surprised. He was doing like a 49, everybody else doing 51, so he was like 2 seconds on the field. So I reckon it's going to be a fight for 2nd, and we've got, what, 7 tenths back to Bobbin behind us, then Casper, so I'm sure we'll get a dive bomb at some I'm sure one of you is going to send it up the inside. My fall from grace has been pretty massive on these games. 3.5 seconds behind the leader after 2 laps. And to be fair, he's kept it clean. So it's not a case of him just going off everywhere. But honestly, quite an uneventful race, this one, which is a surprise because, well, I thought Chang would be absolutely crazy. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You see out the curb there? That was crazy. They're going to have to fix the curbs on one game, surely. Go towards the line then. It is going to be P2, so what is going on there? Do you see how, like, literally, like, every single rider behind me there was going off the track at the last corner? There must have been some interesting battling going on right to the death there. I'm back on pole position again, though, so that's always good to see. We've got an LCR alongside us. But can we bring Iagora to glory here, then, at San Marino? Likes putting me towards the front of the grid, which I also like to see as well. So here we go, then, waiting for the lights to go out. Holding for quite a while. Once again, lights out, and away we go. So short run turn 1 here, so hopefully we'll, I was going to say we'll be able to keep the lead, but Casper has already got a jump start penalty. And up the inside comes the guy on the Aprilia again, so goodbye gain. He's going to gain a load of time on me, and we've been hit there a little bit. I think that's Casper on the inside that had a little bit of contact with us there. But so far, we've held second place, but we're just going to see this guy in front get further and further away, and down we go. We have been wiped out there by Casper. I think there was a bit of lag though by the looks of it. So, because the way we almost looked like we got like sort of stuck together. What is going on the outside there? What happened? Because that was Toops and well, I don't know. What is going on there? I have no idea. Wow, we've got it hot. Oh, we've almost wiped somebody out. That is ridiculous. I don't know what was going on that straight. You saw the amount of people turning at each other and different things like that. That was so bizarre, so weird. And this guy in front is contorted into some weird shape. There's a lot of lag going on here. You can see we're going to try and get past him. In fact, we've blasted past him, which is interesting considering the Aprilia is actually slower than the MR in this game for some reason. In straight line, I mean. And we've overtaken someone off track at Covone, but they were also off track, so that's fine. Somebody else is down as well. Somebody else is wide. I think that's bobbing a bit wide there. We're going to get the inside. We are. I think he... Whoa, he's had to pick him a little bit there. I thought he was going to let me through, but then it didn't look like he was expecting it. Oh, we got a regular overtake drop position, so he was letting me through. Never mind then. So, we've got our way back up into the top 5. A very chaotic first lap there. I reckon we could get this guy, maybe, on the LCR, because so far we're sticking with him. And I think I'll get stronger as the race goes on. Even though it's only a 3-lapper, but, you know, it takes me a bit of time to get into the groove. Although I actually have probably... Mazzano's probably the track I've done the most laps on, to be honest, on this game. And we are closing, as I suspected, on the rider in front, although I've just ran massively wide and probably undone a lot of the hard work. Although, no, actually, he seems to be sort of stuck on the limiter in front, so that sounds like a bit of a bug that's sort of regularly happening, that someone's stuck on the limiter. And then I've braked on the grass! What am I doing? What am I doing? Brake on the grass. Right, through the last corner then. Can we get on the power? Can we try and pass this guy? We've got a whole lap to do it. But I'm going to try and go for it in turn 1 because I'm feeling really confident. And here we go. Up the inside. We've made our way up to P4, but a bit wide on the curb. And to be fair, he's got back through because, yeah, I definitely went a bit too wide. This game does suck you in a little bit on the brakes because you feel like you can brake really deep, and you can, but then I think that sometimes encourages you to go a little bit too far. As he's done in front, that's going to probably allow me to get up the inside. I think the radar device is trying to put itself on. I think I pressed it. Yeah, it's put it on in a really inconvenient place. I've cut the inside there. Somehow, we've both been all over the place on this lap, and we're both still somehow upright. I don't know how that's happened. And we're still in basically the same position and location to each other. We've run wide. Okay, this time, surely, we've got to have a go into Tremonto. To be fair, you can't outright people by that much. We're going to have a look for it, though. To be fair, he's defended that beautifully. Absolutely beautiful defence there from Toots. It was lovely and clean. I think I'm running out of opportunities to pass. He was a little bit wide to Kara on the previous lap, so if he does a similar thing again, although I've gone off at Cavone, so that's affected my run. Well, actually, it hasn't too much, which I don't want to use it as an advantage either, but into Kara again. He has gone... no, actually, he's not gone wide at all. He was a bit slow in there, actually, because I think he braked early to not run wide, and I think that's me out of opportunities. So we go through turn 15 then. I'm not going to dive into Mazzano corner. I think that would be asking a bit too much, and I've messed it up anyway, trying to open up the entry. So there we go then. Back-to-back 5th place finishes. Actually, no, we got 5th place in Qatar, didn't we? Then the 2nd place. So, yeah, so far, all top 5 finishes in this stream, in this video as well. We're on pole position again. And I feel like Chantra is actually quite good, the Red Bull Ring. So, be interested to see how we get on in this one. Then we've got, well, a Honda front row lockout, so didn't expect to see that one. We've got to get away well because we've got we've got Flavio to worry about in this one. So here we go. Then the lights are on. Waiting for them to get here for this Austrian Grand Prix. Lights out. And away we go. Actually, pretty decent start from myself there. As we go up to turn 1, usually I'd say down towards turn 1. We've got Zarko. Actually, it's not Zarko, is it? It's a regular LCR, and there's been an Aprilia that's dived into turn 1, and it was Gain. So Gain's dived into turn 1 and crashed. And as I say that, Flavio Badalci has overtaken me. So there you go. That's that's good. Oh, don't rejoin like that, my friend. We had to shut the throttle because of that one. What is that bike doing? There's a bike spinning up the straight. This is the online chaos that I am here to see. I've been absolutely mugged off by everyone into there. I must have braked really early, but I thought it was about the right point. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're now behind Casper, actually, so I've got to make sure I don't have any contact with Casper. Make sure it's nice and clean. But we have absolutely been mugged off the start of this race because I've gone from like pole position to 7th, although we're about to be back up into 5th. I don't really know how that's happened, but there you go. It's just the way these things go sometimes. And it actually looks like... Oh, okay. No, never mind. Thanks, Image 72. So 172 wipes out another 72 that was battling another 72. So there you go. All the 72s together. And this one has gone to pot. I said before that this was the dive bomb track, and I was right. I was absolutely right. Oh, sorry, Flavio. I did not know you were up the inside there, my friend. So we're now back behind Flavio again. If there is any consolation, it looks like Flavio probably won't win, and neither will Gain. However, I kind of thought if that happened, it would be me that wins. What is... What have I just witnessed? What was that? Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but that bike, that Honda went so high, and obviously it really punted Flavio onto the inside. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh, this is why I love online, man. You get stuff like that. Because the thing is, if you're on the receiving end of that, it's annoying, but in like 2 minutes, you're in a completely different race anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But when you see that kind of stuff, that just makes it worth staying for. And here we go with the 3rd time now we've been overtaken by the MotoGP esports rider. But I tell you what, we'll get the switch back on him. Come on, battle of the esports guys. I've still got it. I definitely haven't. I never really did have it either. So definitely was never esports level anyway. That is for sure. He's done me this time. I'm sure he's going to keep it on this occasion. Although he's a little bit wide. Can I try and cut underneath? No, I think he's done it now. That's Flavio. So that's put me down to P8. There's the guy that put me off on the previous lap, and there's Casper in the gravel. So that's we're going to be all together now, and it looks like Flavio's been a bit balked here because he's trying to carry the quarter speed, a lovely flow quarter speed on that Yamaha, and he's just been put on the grass. Come on, can we get back past him again? Come on, can we try and pass him? No, I don't think we're going to do it, but there is definitely some battling going on in front between Casper and the 72. What was his name? It's something, Image 72, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. And he's got out on the green. Have we got the run? He's all over the place, this guy, to be fair. Oh, it's pretended I've done fastest lap again. Although this time I'm not as far off. There's a collision in the braking zone. And Flavio's cut the corner, and that's going to affect him. We are going to get him again. I think he's down as well. So I think the collision in the braking zone was the cause of that. This guy has no awareness at all. He's just trying to put me on the grass. Flavio's now gone. I'm not surprised. Image 72 is certainly not being very clean in this one, that's for sure. We've got a good run. We're going to sort of get 2 for the price of 1 here, I think, as I hit the brakes nice and deep. Is he going to get the inside? No, just kind of defended it just enough. Well, he's tried. He's tried, but there we go. I've got myself back up into 5th place. I think Gain actually might have been coming behind us there. Oh, there's 3 people right there. Yeah, I think Gain is there. I think he's one of them. As we hit the brakes again. Oh, what has happened there? There has been... You know when you see a bike coming, like, already crashed into a corner, another bike come in at flying speed, and then you hear someone shout to game chat, that's usually usually a bad combination, and I think the 3 of them are gone. I think all 3 of them are gone. Oh, I love online, man. I love it so much. I'll tell you what, Bobbins brought home the victory there on the Aprilia. Somcat Chantra has ended up 2nd place, but just not me. And number 4, actually no, it looks like it's changed again, so I don't know if some people actually crashed before the line. Actually, yeah, it has changed. It's a different guy. Tops this one now, apparently. I don't know if that was a bug, but looks like maybe there's been a different winner at the end. Right, so Alex Marquez on pole at Termas. He's good at the circuit, so we've got to try and bring it home. This is the championship leader right now, so we've got to try and win the race. Mark isn't in the race, so this is a good chance for us to do it, although there is a Mark P6, so we have to watch out for him then. Here at Argentina. Wait for the lights to go out, and we've got a decent run off the line there. Flavio, though, is 4th place, so we've got to watch out for him again. Esports rider. Should go so I'm going to just chuck it in, I guess, quite deep. I'm going to run a little bit wide, but I think it's worth breaking deep and keeping ahead, and it seems like I have done that to perfection. But we have got... Oh, Flavio was behind me briefly there, but I think he's run wide. So, yes, guys, keep him behind, although Gain is P3, so... The guys that have been rapid so far are closing in on me. We've got Bob in behind us as well. He's been pretty similar pace to me in every race so far. But there we go. We've led for a sector, so I've started to convert my poles a little bit better. I must say, it is much easier. Tell you what, they've changed Argentina a bit, haven't they? Wow. I'm sure they've rescaled that, because I'm sure, like, after that curb, it was, after, like, the bridge of the curb, it was not that long to the corner. The track feels massive as well. Yeah, they've definitely redone Argentina. In fact, I think they've redone all the tracks to an extent. Probably the ones that were already quite accurate. Probably not so much of a difference, but there you go. You can see Flavio is right on the back of us now, and he's going to put it right underneath me. We'll try and hang it around the outside. I'll keep in front of him for as long as I can, but, you know, it's pretty difficult to keep an esports guy behind. Because they are just, well, the next level, aren't they? And they know how to sort of play the physics perfectly. He's probably got to... Oh! Well, there you go. There you go then, I guess. Alright, wasn't expecting that one. To be fair, that is the one thing you can slight at the esports riders. Racecraft is not there for most of them. Some of them, you know, obviously are fine. But when you watch the esports, there is a lot of contact, a lot of ramming. And I think that's kind of shown there. You know, no slight at Flavio himself, but that is a trend that you notice. But unfortunately, it cost us the lead still anyway, because Gain was able to get past us. But I like my chances of beating Gain more than I do of beating an actual esports rider. Well, Gain could very well be an esports rider for all I know. I actually don't follow them that much. I just know of some of the more famous ones, obviously like Trastevere and Jackhammer and obviously Flavio. I think this could very well be another Thailand here, where it's going to just be pretty uneventful from here on out, because we've got about a second back to the guys behind. They're scrapping a bit. And the guy in front is just pulling on me, although we both just nearly ran the grass. There's a crash behind, so that's always scary when you see that approaching a braking zone. So we're keeping with them a bit more than we were at Thailand. I think, well, I'm going to just keep getting faster because the more I play, obviously. But Argentina has always been a pretty decent track for me in the past. Only 6/10 off there, whereas we're probably more like 8 at most trucks. So here we go then. It's another P2, once again to the same guy. It's always one of those annoying things when you get into online lobbies and there's just one guy that's a bit quicker than you. You just keep finishing second to him all the time, and then the one race where he crashes or gets taken out, you also get taken out. It always seems to be the same pattern. But that's pretty much where I think it will end for this video. I've got another video worth of clips from that stream, so let me know if you do want to see that one in the comments below. I'll try and announce it a little bit more next time. It was really last minute, so I know some of you guys will want to join the lobbies as well, especially since now it is cross-platform, which actually is really, really cool to see. But hopefully you did enjoy those online races. If you are new to the channel, please do like the video and subscribe, because it really helps me out, and of course it is a win-win for both of us, as you get some MotoGP 25 game content in your subscription feed. But I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.